what are some other things that you got out of Udemy Live? One thing I didn't really mention was the thing that Phil mentioned and some others mentioned was just the ability to meet people face to face. You know, when we're used to seeing this little 180 by 180 picture on people's Facebook feed, you know, and instead we got to actually meet them in real life. If their name was Scott Duffy, we got to hug them. You know, that's a little inside joke. And it was cool. I mean, we got to meet them at the bar across the street from the hotel, or at the hotel, in the lounge at the hotel, or in the events during the breaks. It was just great to meet everybody. And it was also cool for me, and probably for Phil too, when people would come up to us and go, "Hey Dave, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Who's this?"
You're a star.
And what it was they go, "Oh, I've seen your Blab, it's great," or "I've seen you on your videos on YouTube," or whatever. And it was like, it was pretty cool to be recognized that way, and to feel like, you know, we're achieving a little bit higher level of exposure than the typical Udemy instructor, because we're doing this show and we're putting that stuff on YouTube, and we're getting a little bit higher level of notoriety or whatnot. But it was cool just to be recognized that way. And also, Phil and I happened to be invited early this year to Udemy's first retreat, their company retreat.
Nice.
So the staff knew us too. Of course, Phil's been around Udemy a while too, but the staff knew who we were and everything. So it was kind of neat to be recognized in that way. But really just the ability to meet people face to face, really get to know them as people instead of just what we read, you know, on their typing or whatnot. That was really, really cool, and can't be underestimated for an event like this. Even though I call myself an introvert, and I originally was, it was just, I wanted to meet everybody. I wanted to like say hi to everyone, and it was great just to spend time like that.
Yeah, people were a lot taller than I thought they were. Right. Nick Walter, who goes by Rick during the summer, I don't know if you heard his whole story about that, but Nick Walter, he was like, I don't know how tall he was, but he was like 6 something.
He's really tall.
Yeah, that like really surprised me. Yep. And I'm sure people were like, "Oh, Phil, you're shorter than I thought you were gonna be." So, I mean, but on the same side, or on the opposite side of the coin, we talk to people online, and so like I meet Jeremy Deegan, and it's like, "Oh yeah, that's Jeremy Deegan. I know exactly who he is," and it's just like we knew each other already, so it was easy to like just start up a conversation and hang out with people. It wasn't awkward at all to just be like, "Hey, random people that I just met or have talked to online, let's go to a bar and hang out for a couple hours together." And we all had something to talk about.
Yeah, we all spoke the same language, you know, the Udemy language. So that was cool. That was a great and a great way to meet everyone. You know what I discovered, which was really funny. I was watching David Vu's video, and the first night when they had the thing at the headquarters, and he is walking through the headquarters, and I'm like, dang, I forgot that I could walk through the headquarters. I just stayed in that main area and was just, you know, hanging out, talking to so many people. I was just so excited about that. And I don't know why the thought never occurred to me that I should go take a tour. And
that's right.
Did you guys do that?
I totally forgot that.
Yeah. I got to go. I walked in the back room because I was talking to David Quintanilla. He's a member of the Udemy team who is awesome. He helped me a lot out with my workshop, and he was filming stuff. So I got to go through the doors, but I didn't get to walk around. But yeah, it's like big open floor plan, open offices.
It's an awesome office they have for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to I guess this is the 3rd office I've been to. I went to their first office, which was like actually kind of right across the street from their new one, closer to the freeway bridge. So it was kind of rinky dink, loud, dark. And then they moved to a bigger one that I went to that was very nice and like a startup and super clean, industrial. And then now they're in this one, which is even bigger. So it's awesome to see them growing too. And the team, I mean, you're talking about how like people recognize us, and some of the Udemy team knows us from the retreat. But I think the whole team, Udemy team, probably knew everyone there because they're dealing with our courses every day. They see us posting courses. They stalk us on Facebook. So they all like know who we are. And I think they were having they got a kick out of just seeing us as much as we were to meet everyone there and the instructors and the team.